What's going on, everybody? How's it hanging? How's it going? Welcome to a different kind of video. Today, I'm actually going to show you my video game collection that you guys have always seen in the background. And I'm going to be talking a little bit about some of the games and, some of the additions that I have and things like that. So, give a little insight on me. So, I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get started. As you can see, this is my PlayStation Vita collection. And yes, I do have some PS3 games in the front and some PS5 games and that one original Xbox game. I'll dive into those in a second. Aside from that Xbox game, I'm going to save that for another video. Now, as you see on the top of the PlayStation Vita collection, I do have some big box PlayStation 4 games. Now, underneath the PlayStation Vita games, I do have two full shelves of PlayStation 4 games. On both shelves, they're both filled double stacked. So there's games in the front and there's games in the back. Underneath the PlayStation 4 games, I have two shelves full with Xbox games. Behind one stack of Xbox games, I do have some 360 games. Those games I'm not going to go over in this video as well. I want to save that for another video. And then underneath the Xbox games, I have a little Switch collection. So now I'm going to start off with the smallest collection that I have in the apartment, the PS5 collection. The reason why the PS5 collection is the smallest collection that I have is because I just recently got my PS5 about a year ago. I wanted some games. I like my physical copy games, but I was only able to get these because they are pretty expensive. Now, this game specifically, it's still sealed, and this is a game that my brother got me that he said it looked cool, and I will be playing this game relatively soon because I heard it was really good. Now, this game I tried to play online. I tried to play this game online, and I wasn't able to because nobody's really playing this game anymore. I will be playing this game after I finish the other Spider-Man games on the PS3, and then the Spider-Man game before this one. I can't wait. I'm very excited. Now, for Gotham Knights, I heard this game had very mixed reviews. I'd like to see for myself how this game is, and that's one of the main reasons why I got it. I always end up getting my games at a pretty cheap deal, so it's normally like a buy two get one free, or in this case, buy two get one free. So I don't mind. Now, seriously, on to the smaller collection. Now, yes, I did say that I was going to go on to a smaller collection, but technically the PS3 games are the smallest collection after the PS5. Now, I had just finished playing this one on stream last year in December. I got the platinum. I do plan on playing the rest of them. Now, this game, I've played more than half of it. I think I got 75% of the platinums, but it's just such a grind and it's such a bad racing game. But with the way that my videos are coming out, I feel like I should finish this because I have something else cooking in the future. I'm not saying anything else, but that's how it's going to be. These two games specifically, I want to play them because I did play Infamous Second Son, and it was amazing. And I haven't played these two, so I want to play them. I want to beat them, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get the platinum. Now, on to the Spider-Man games. Yes, I have played these two. Now, this one, I was able to beat the stories, and I'm putting it in quotes for this one. But this one, I was able to complete the campaign, no issues. This one, I got up to the final boss, and for some strange reason, my copy just doesn't render out the ending. and it put me on a black screen. I've tried literally like 4 times and I wasn't able to do it. And it kind of sucks because I really wanted to finish this game so I can move on to the other ones, but technically I finished it, technically I didn't, because I don't have the trophy for it, so that sucks. But I will be moving on to these 2 games. It's been a few months since I've played this, back in 2024, so I think it's about time for me to don the suit again, so I can play these Spider-Man games and then go on to playing the Spider-Man game that came out for the PS4 and PS5, and then Miles Morales, so that I can finally play Spider-Man 2, because everybody else has been telling me that I should play Spider-Man 2. So I wanted to go through the Spider-Man games on the PlayStation before I hit that. So look out in the future for possibly Let's Plays of these 2 games. Now I can finally show you my PlayStation Vita collection. So as you can see, this is my PlayStation Vita collection. Some of these games are still sealed. A good chunk of the Lego games are still sealed. The Senran Kagura game is still sealed. This game is still sealed. And I'll get to that. I'll get to why they're still sealed in a minute. But yeah, I went a little crazy when it came to the PS Vita. I just recently, I want to say 2.5 years ago, I ended up getting the PS Vita for the first time. I've always wanted it, and I never had the chance to actually get it and play it. Now, the main reason why I have these sets of games over here is because the PlayStation Vita is not region locked. So I can play Eastern released Vita games. Well, I don't know how to read Japanese, so I can't necessarily understand what's going on, but I can still play it and try to figure it out. Now, most of these games are actually music games, like music-based games. So I don't necessarily need to read. I just gotta make sure that I hit the notes on the right beat so that you guys can see the actual games that I have and the little collection that I have. I'm slowly still getting some more PlayStation Vita games. Do I plan on getting more PS Vita games? Maybe. If it's a game that I actually want to play, then yeah, I'll think about getting it. Other than that, not so much. Now, the main reason why you see 2 copies of Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time, is because this I actually got at a pawn shop. Now, with me getting it at a pawn shop, they didn't have the regular case. So I had to buy the case without the game so that I can actually have it. But I have this as a backup just in case if I end up getting a game that doesn't have a case. So I could just throw it in there with no issues. Now, let me show you what these games are. Now, I know, off the bat, this looks a little sus, Mo. I get that. But again, this whole section, except for this, because I believe this is a visual novel, but the rest of these are music games. This little stack right here that I have to the side, these I'll show you after. But there is a huge release of Hatsune Miku. I believe this one came out here in the States, but it was expensive, and I was just like, I'll just get the Japanese version. It is what it is. And everybody knows Persona. I believe these 2 came out here in the States as well, but not this one. But there was a big eBay deal that was going on for the 3 of these, and I was like, you know what, why not? I'll get it. I have friends who told me about this game. It was really good and that you didn't need to worry about it. It was almost like Lumines, that Electronic Symphony, that game right there. That this game is almost like that. And I actually enjoyed that game a lot. So I was like, you know what, why not? And I got it, and honestly, it's really good. These games are really good when it comes to like those music-based games. I don't know. Like, I have a lot of fun playing them, even if I can't understand. But I found out how I can understand it. And I'll talk about that later. For now, let's move on to this stack of games that are right there. Now, to the little stack of games that was there. As you can see, I got some Gundam games. Now, this one, yes, I don't have a cover for it. I got it like this. I am very sad that I did because I wanted the entire cover and everything like that. But this is also another Gundam game. This is Gundam Extreme versus Force. All these are obviously all in Japanese. So I can't necessarily follow the story. I can kind of get what I'm supposed to do, but not really. So I haven't really touched these as much. Now, these two games, these are essentially third-person shooter games. I heard they were really good. I've seen gameplay of them, and I was like, you know what? I don't mind trying them. And I ended up finding these two at one of my local game shops. So I was like, hey, I'll get it. Why not? I played a little bit of this one. Even though I can't necessarily go through the story like how I originally intended, I can somewhat understand because there's dialogue that you have to say to specific people and you might have to change their minds. It's a little hard, but again, going back to that stack, there's a way that I can play these games. And let me show you that right now. So if any of you keen-eyed viewers saw, I did have a PS Vita box, right? I got the Glacier White. This is a Japanese import. One of my friends who I play games with a lot, Arexius, I have to give him a big shout out because he's the one that actually got me this PS Vita. I told him that I really wanted it and he got it for me. I put use into this Vita. I bought this little stand, this holder, so that I can actually play this I had issues with this Vita. This Vita, the only issues that I honestly had was the fact that it was so small. And I got big hands. Like, this was so small for me and I wasn't able to actually play because I started getting, I started getting pain in my hands. And that sucks because, again, I ended up buying all of these games because I wanted to play it. So then I was like, what am I supposed to do? So then I thought about it. And I was like, if I really wanted to play these games, I might as well buy a second PlayStation Vita. Now, this one isn't the same as this one. This is the 2000 version. This is the, I believe, 1100 version. So this is the fatter version. This is the bigger version of that one. And I ended up getting this, this carrier, the controller grip, essentially, so that I wouldn't go into the same issues that I had with this one. And this thing is freaking amazing. Now, the difference between this one and this one, aside from the fact that this one's smaller, this has an LCD screen, this has an OLED screen, aside from all that, and the proprietary charger, this has a proprietary charger, this one doesn't. This one, as you can see, you can charge in an old Android charger. This one I kept clean, meaning this is still factory. There is no difference with this one. This one, I modded. It. There you go. I got a whole bunch of games. As you can see, PKGJ is there. Like a whole bunch of stuff. And I use this one more than I use this one. Why? Because all these games here, I put onto here, and there's people in the PlayStation Vita community that actually translated all of these games, or if not all, then most of these games, so that we can actually play it. So now I can play these games, understand the story with no issues, and still have fun. So this is now my Oh, you can see my shirt. This is now my go-to PlayStation Vita. I bring this with me, honestly, anywhere that I can, so I could just have some fun, play some games with no issues. And this one, if some of my friends, because I have a lot of files on here, like my Need for Speed Most Wanted, like my Mortal Kombat and everything else like that I actually played, it's all on here. So if I want to play any of those with my friends, I would turn on this PlayStation so I could play with this Vita, so that I can play with them. Other than that, I'm playing on this bad boy. This thing is amazing. Now that this stack is over, let's move on to those. Oh man. So these are the only physical, like big box physical copies that I have here at the apartment. I do have more games in my storage unit. But as soon as they announced this game, I needed to get it. I've played Catherine when it came out years ago on the PS3, and I absolutely love this game. So as soon as they came out with the full body edition, I had to get it. Now this is a part of one of the other games that I've played on the channel, Akiba's Beat. This is before that. I've never played it. I got it because it was on sale for like $20, and I was like, okay, cool. I can try to beat it, and if not, it looks like a nice collectible. You know what I mean? Now this. Oh man, you're probably thinking, Mo, what the hell is this? Why would you have something like this? Honestly, there's no way that I can honestly explain this. I can say I did not buy this. This was also given to me by Arexius. He found it. I like the Senran Kagura games. They're a lot of fun. They're all like ninja girls, and it's like a big beat 'em up essentially. But he saw this and he was like, oh, it's on sale. Do you want it? And I was like, I guess. Like, you don't, I guess. So he didn't really say much. I thought he was just joking. And then, nope. He actually got me this. With all of the little knickknacks and everything else that it freaking has. Like, yeah, it's honestly just like a big ninja beat 'em up game. But in this box, it doesn't look like it. Now that that's over, let's move on to these two PlayStation 4 stacks. Oh boy. Okay. So, to be honest, I wasn't able to put both shelves on here. I'd rather show you one shelf at a time. Now, as you can see, I don't necessarily have the best array of games. Anthem, I got that for $1. But I do have a lot. I do have a lot of PlayStation 4 games. These Dark Pictures, Man of Medan's, and all the, oh my god, these are such good games. But yeah, I got a lot of games. I had my PS4 for about, I want to say 6 years. And I wanted to start just, getting essentially I just wanted to use the PlayStation as a console so that I can play PlayStation exclusive games. But then as the years went on, more of my friends hopped on PlayStation, so I was like, why not? I'll just start getting a whole bunch of PlayStation games. Now, this game in particular is special. And the main reason why this game is special is because I met Nolan North. Now, with me meeting Nolan North, I was able to get the game signed. Now, don't worry about the top. It's just it's the plastic. It's not the actual paper. It is a little bit of the paper, but it's fine. But I met him. He was so awesome. He told me that he wanted to do another Deadpool game, and hopefully he can get it done in the works. He wanted to do like a mocap thing, like what he did for Uncharted and everything like that. So fingers crossed, because I absolutely love this game. And I'm not saying that just because I'm a Deadpool fan. I'm saying that because I actually really did like this game. Now, on to the second stack. Now I know. Mo, what is with the arrangement of these weird box games? Well, it's because I also like collecting like special editions, limited editions, and things like that. So obviously you got your Kingdom Hearts, Avengers, that's a Walmart edition. Raging Loop, that's a visual novel. Our World Has Ended, that's a visual novel. I got Sleeping Dogs, the definitive edition, which amazing game, by the way. Amazing game. I also got Root Letter, Last Answer, another visual novel game. And I also got some steel cases. King of Fighters, Yakuza Kiwami, this one, Yakuza 6, Rise of the Tomb Raider. That's not a steel book, just like Sleeping Dogs, but it is. I don't know why they did it like that. It made it look like an actual book. It's a little weird to me. And also Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. That is another steel book. But yeah, this is not now. Also, I can hear you. Mo, why is there A's and C's over here? Like, what happened? How come this wasn't over there with the other games? Well, it's because I have a lot of games, okay? I tend to get a lot of games. And I was doing a big Call of Duty like series on my channel. I stopped it, but I have to get back to it because this is the next game, World War II. I have to get back to it so I can complete all the Call of Duty campaigns on the hardest difficulty. That is the journey for me. That's exactly what I want to do. So be prepared to see some campaigns of this. You'll have a little Call of Duty campaign collection, and that's exactly what's gonna happen. But yeah, I was in the middle of playing this, and then I stopped because honestly I got bored of this. I got really, really bored of it. That's why I stopped making videos on that. I think I recently got this because my brother gave it to me because he had 2 copies of it. And then these were the same thing. I ended up getting these not that long ago because they were like dirt cheap. I was like, yeah, I'll get it. Why not? But aside from the alphabetical drizzle, yeah, so as you can see, I also got Kingdom Hearts. I'm a huge fan of Kingdom Hearts ever since I was a kid. Love the story. So obviously I got the full collection. I did a midnight release with that one. Last of Us, I played that, I want to say like 2-3 years ago for the first time I played that. And my God, is that story so good. As you come over here, as you can see, I do also have more Lego games. I am a fan of the Lego games. I like how they're just like little collectible things, and it also reminds me of my childhood. I used to play some Lego games with my sister. Every time she used to come over, we would play. I believe it was Lego Star Wars, and we would just be running around beating the little bricks out of each other. It was funny. I loved it. I'm not a big sports guy, so these sports games tend to end up being like $1 to 50 cents, and I'm like, why not? Let me just get them. So I end up buying it. I have a big, as you can see, and of the previous, I have a big issue of just getting games and not playing them. Because a good majority of these games, aside from that game, I platinumed that game. King of Fighters, I think I played for 20-ish minutes, I think it was, and that's it. I played that for like 15 minutes. I haven't even touched this game. This game is sealed. This game is freaking sealed, okay? I haven't touched this. I think I ended up getting that from like a Big Lots. I think it was like $5, and I was like, oh, a brand new game, why not? Where's this game? Is it this one? Yeah, this game. This game is sealed as well because I found it at a Goodwill, and I was like, "Hey, $1? I'll buy a sealed game for $1." But I was also into playing VR games. I do have a couple VR games. They're a lot of fun. I just didn't have the space for it. And now that I have cats, I can't necessarily play my VR because then they'll get in the way, and I don't want to hurt them. And yeah, I'm not gonna do that. That's upsetting. But let's continue. So, like I said, most of these games I haven't played. Heard real good things about this. I got it. Never played it. Same thing with the Ni no Kuni. The Ni no Kunis, I heard they were phenomenal games. I bought them. Never played them. It's a really bad trend. This game I bought. I bought this game specifically for one of my friends that I'm gonna talk about in like the further stack up there. But I bought this for him, and I just never ended up giving it to him. I never got the chance to actually give this game to him so that he could play it. Because I told him, I was teasing him for ages. Oh, your favorite thing is Paw Patrol. I'm going to throw you a Paw Patrol birthday party. And he would be so pissed off. It is hilarious. So I ended up going through and buying the game. I just never went through with it and giving it to him. So I ended up playing it myself. And I 100% of the game. And I'm a little sad that I did that to myself. But let's continue. Okay, so you got your Resident Evils. That game scares the fucking shit out of me. Riggs, I got that. A Rocket Arena, that game had so much hype and then it died. Saints Row, I'm a huge Saints Row fan. It kind of sucks that I can't show you what I have in the storage right now. But I do have Saints Row the 3rd. I believe it's the special edition, the limited edition. I got the Wub Wub gun. So maybe, hopefully, I'll be able to show you that in another video. The games that I have in the storage, not the games that I have here in my apartment. So, Shaq Fu, hilarious game. I need to complete it. I may or may not try to go for that platinum just for myself, because dear God, that game is hilarious. Now, if we go for the other ones, these two games I got with my PlayStation because I have the special Star Wars Battlefront 2 PlayStation 4. Tearaway, I heard that game was really good. I got it, never played it. There's also a version on the PS Vita, which I should play. I just haven't gotten the chance to. Street Fighter V, everybody loves a good Street Fighter, come on. Same thing with Titanfall 2, I played that on the channel. I did a little Let's Play about that. That was amazing. Amazing story. I did not play it before that, and I am very disappointed that I didn't. Uncharted, I have the 3 Uncharted games. Well, technically, what, 5? The 5 Uncharted games, but, you know, it is what it is. I played the first one, and I haven't played the rest of it, but I knew that it's a good series, so I wanted to get the rest of them, so I had to. Now, Until Dawn, amazing game. I played it. I didn't 100% it, but I do plan on going back and doing that. The Yakuza games, to be honest with you, I got those games only for the simple fact that it is a steel book. Because, I mean, look at that. Look at that. The Essence of Art Edition. Like, oh. And then look at this. Look at that. I believe on the back and the front cover is different. Hold up. Right? Look, that looks freaking beautiful. That is beautiful. So I got these two games at my local GameStop. I think they were both there for like $5 in these conditions. And I was like, $5? I'm buying it. I never played any of the games. I don't care. It looks cool. I'm buying it. World War Z, amazing game. I want to get back into it. I want to get my uncle into it. Worms Battlegrounds, I used to play Worms with my good friend Jimmy. We would put hours into playing Worms. I played it on the 360 with him. Dear God, did we start arguments with each other on that game. Crazy. Now, as you can see, I got one Japanese game. This game is Card Fight Vanguard. I played the mobile version of this game and it was so good. I got into the anime and it was so good. It reminded me of like a newer aged Yu-Gi-Oh! And I ended up buying cards. I have cards for this so I can play. But this game specifically, since it's in Japanese, I cannot play it. I can play it on my PlayStation because it's not region locked, but I don't know what they're saying and I cannot follow. It's not like the music games where I can somewhat follow. I can't follow with this one, and it sucks because I really did like playing this game. Now, funny enough, I got this game with the same friend that I was supposed to give the Paw Patrol game to. We tried to play each other on this game. We could not understand what the hell was going on. So we honestly gave up. But that's essentially the PS4 collection. Now let's move on. Hey guys, I'm sorry, but honestly, if I was gonna mash the entire collection together, the video was gonna be over an hour long. And I don't want to do that to you guys. So I'm gonna have to cut it into 2 parts. Don't worry, part 2 is coming out same time next week. It'll be talking about the Xbox collection and the Nintendo Switch collection. And maybe something else. I don't know. You're going to have to watch to find out. But I'll see you guys next week.